Hello student, today we are going to study about boiling and evaporation. What is boiling and what is evaporation? In both phenomena, liquid converted into the gaseous state. Liquid state converted into the gaseous state. But in this phenomena, the liquid converted into the gaseous state at a constant temperature, at fixed temperature. Each and every liquid have different boiling point, different fixed point at which liquid converted into the gaseous state. And evaporation is that phenomenon in which liquid converted to gas without any fixed temperature. It occur at every temperature. Is it clear? Means at any temperature. Is it clear? The main difference is that boiling occur at a fixed temperature, evaporation occur at any temperature. Is it clear? It have no any fixed temperature at which liquid converted into the gaseous state. Is it clear? Boiling occur throughout of the liquid. When the liquid converted into the gas, suppose that water is converted into gas at 100-degree temperature. During the conversion of liquid into the gases, the temperature of the water does not changes. Is it clear? Then the conversion of liquid into the gases occur throughout of the volume, but evaporation occur only surface of the liquid, not throughout of the volume. Clear? Okay. Boiling is a fast process, but evaporation is a slow process. Why fast process? Because it occur throughout of the liquid. Is it clear? But evaporation only occur the surface of the liquid. Clear? Okay. Now the second topic is thermal expansion. What is thermal expansion? Expansion means change in shape, size, change in volume. A thermal means heat. Means the expansion in any substances due to the supply of heat is known as thermal expansion. Clear? Why thermal expansion occur? When we supply heat to the substances, then the molecules start vibrating and start colliding with each other. Due to the collision, the intermolecular space between the molecules increases, and when the intermolecular space increases, then it require bigger space. It change their shape, size, or volume. Clear? Thermal expansions are three types. One is linear thermal expansion, other is surfacial thermal expansion, and third one is volumetric thermal expansion. Linear thermal expansion. Linear means have only one dimension. This one is the supported, this one is a rod. Have only length. Have no any breadth or height. It have only length. Means this structure have only one dimension. When we supply heat, then this structure increase their sizes in linearly, not in volumetric or not in other dimension. It only increase their size in linear Suppose that this one is the have 1 meter length. When we supply heat to this structure, then the size of the rod increases. Clear? This one is the original size of the length L1, and this is the change in size L. Why change in size, change in length? Because of the supply of heat. Clear? Then this changes in length is known as linear thermal expansion. Clear? This linear thermal expansion depend upon the three factors. One is length of the rod. If the length of the rod is longer, then it is also increase in the length due to the thermal expansion is more. Clear? Change in temperature. If the changes in temperature is high, then the expansion is also high, directly proportional. And nature of the material. Nature of the material is directly proportional to the change in the length. If the nature of material is favorable for the change in length, then when we supply heat, then the size of the material is also increases. Now the new term is coefficient of linear expansion. Coefficient of linear expansion denoted by alpha. This one is the coefficient of linear expansion. What is coefficient of linear expansion? The coefficient of linear expansion is equal to the change in length. Change in length means L2 minus L1 is directly proportional to the alpha, directly proportional to the change in length L2 minus L1 by L1 into change in temperature, delta T. Delta means change in temperature. Is it clear? Means when we supply heat to the 1 meter of rod and increase its temperature by 1 degree centigrade, then the change in length occur in the rod. That change in length is known as coefficient of linear expansion. Alpha is equal to L2 minus L1 by L1 delta T. This one is the original length, this is the original length. Coefficient of linear expansion is equal to the change in the length when we supply heat to the 1 meter by increasing their temperature by 1 degree centigrade. Means 1 degree centigrade increasing by supply of heat to the 1 meter length of rod, then the changes in the length is that length is called coefficient of linear expansion. Clear? Okay. Our next topic is unit of coefficient of length is per degree centigrade. Per degree centigrade. Per degree centigrade. Unit of coefficient of length is per degree centigrade. Clear? Okay. Next topic is superficial expansion or area expansion. Superficial expansion means increase in the two dimension length. This one is breadth. When we supply heat, then this surface increase their size in length and in breadth also. Means the changes in this surface, this structure in both dimension, length and in breadth. These changes occur in two dimensions, therefore it is known as superficial expansion or area expansion or superficial expansion. Clear? Okay. It is directly, it is depend upon also, it is also depend upon three factor. One is initial area of the solid, increase in temperature and the nature of material of the solid. Now the third, now the point is coefficient of superficial expansion. Coefficient of superficial expansion denoted by beta. Clear? And which is equal to change in area by original area into change in temperature. Means surface coefficient of superficial expansion is equal to the change in area. Clear? When we supply heat to the 1 meter square of area by increasing its temperature 1 degree centigrade. Okay. And the unit of superficial expansion is per degree centigrade. Next, volumetric expansion. When we supply heat, then then the structure changes their sizes in three dimensions, in length, breadth and height. Then this expansion is known as volumetric expansion, which is also depend upon the three factor: initial volume, nature of the material and increase in temperature, which can be also and the coefficient of volumetric expansion is denoted by gamma, equal to V1 V2 change in volume V2 minus V1 by V1 delta T. Means coefficient of volumetric expansion is equal to the change in volume when we supply heat to the 1 meter cube of a volume by 1 degree centigrade. Clear? And the unit is per degree centigrade. Okay. In our next class, we will study about thermal expansion of liquid. Okay. Okay, thank you.